Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have Monster Jam Holiday Racing Season 5 event number 8. That is right guys, this is the third to last event this season. Now I do just want to very quickly apologize for not doing the events as quickly the last week or two. I know it's already January 12th as this is being posted, and there's still 2 events left after this. I just was feeling a little bit sick for a few days, and then for a few days I just didn't really feel like posting. But here we are back with event number 8. So coming into today, there is actually a tie for the points lead between Tasmanian Devil and Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Both of those trucks come into this event with 21 points. Now, all season up until now, Tasmanian Devil has led the points, but Monster Mutt Rottweiler, after event number 7, is officially tied with him. So they are first and second, and then third and fourth is actually a tie as well, which is between Batman and the New Tool Gravedigger. Now, both of those trucks have 19 points, so they are both just 2 points off of the lead. And then rounding out your top 5 in 5th is actually the Old Tool Gravedigger. He has 18 points, and he is only 3 points off of the lead. Now, for those of you guys that did see event number 7, or more specifically, the end of the video when I went over the point standings, you guys probably know that 15 of these trucks, so almost half, because half would be 16 because there's 32 trucks. So 15 of these trucks right now are separated by just 6 points, between 15 and 21 points, which is just crazy. The championship battle in these last 3 events is just going to be insane with how close everybody is. There's still so many trucks that still have an opportunity to win the overall championship this season. So it's going to be interesting, guys. There's just this event plus 2 more. And yeah, if you lose in round number 1, you're going to get 1 point. And as always, there is a pinned comment down below with the entire field of trucks, just in case you forgot what truck you're in. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Avenger taking on the 2011 Monster Mutt. So event number 8 is underway. And the first win is going to go to Avenger. Next up, we have Orange El Toro Loco taking on Gravedigger Track Ace. And it's going to go to Gravedigger Track Ace. Wow, what an upset. That is just crazy. Back-to-back races to start this event. A truck that is not in the top 15 in the points eliminated 2 trucks that were in the top 15. You know, that top 15 that I was talking about, that everybody's separated by just 6 points. That is just crazy. And we actually have another matchup right here with Crustacean, who is not in the top 15, and the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels, who is. He is actually in 6th place, right outside of the top 5 that we went over. So let's see if we will have yet another upset. And we will not. The White Roll Cage Hot Wheels is going to somersault to victory. Next up, we have Max D taking on your event number 7 champion, the 2014 Monster Mutt. And another upset. Max D is going to get in front of Monster Mutt and block him for the win. Next up, we have Prowler taking on Pirate's Curse. And a very close race, but it's going to go to Prowler. Next up, we have the 2017 Monster Mutt taking on Mechanical Mischief. And Monster Mutt rolls over. He ends up landing it. Mechanical Mischief did a wheelie and then rolled over. So let's see who got the win, though. They are really, really close. We're going to have to go straight down. I think it might be Monster Mutt. Yes, it is just barely. It's going to go to Monster Mutt. Next up, we have Iron Man taking on Tasmanian Devil. And no way, Iron Man takes the win. Oh my goodness, Tasmanian Devil just has not been the same truck ever since he swept the first 2 events this season. That is crazy. Another round 1 loss for the points leader. Man, I really don't know how much longer Tasmanian Devil is going to be able to hold on to that points lead with him losing so many times in round number 1 recently. He's going to have to turn it around next time. But next up, we have Dragon taking on Zombie. And it's going to go to Zombie with a nice run. He's going to defeat Dragon. Next up, we have Soldier Fortune taking on the truck that is tied with Tasmanian Devil for the points lead, Monster Mutt Rottweiler. And Soldier Fortune rolled over. I think it's going to cost him. Let's take a look from the aerial view. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that Rottweiler is ahead, so for the first time this season, a truck has officially passed Tasmanian Devil in the point standings. Next up, we have Mohawk Warrior taking on Old Tool Gravedigger. And, ooh, they both roll over, but it looks like it is going to go to the Old Tool Gravedigger. Next up, we have Megalodon taking on Batman. And there is no way that that just happened. So I haven't mentioned it yet in this video, but just about in every single event I mentioned that Megalodon is the only truck in the entire series that has yet to win a race in round number 1. Like, he had lost every single race this season until just now. It took until event number 8 for him to finally get a win, and it's over Batman, who has won 2 events and is 3rd place in the points. That race right there was the biggest upset of the entire season. I can't believe Megalodon just did that. Wow. Next up, we have Michigan Ice Monster taking on Red El Toro Loco. And it's going to go to Red El Toro Loco. Next up, we have New Tool Gravedigger taking on Stone Crusher. And it's going to go to New Tool Gravedigger, so no upset there. Next up, we have TMNT taking on Captain's Curse. And it's going to go to Captain's Curse with a comeback win. Next up, we have Son of a Digger taking on Blue Thunder. And, ooh, a great race there, and it's going to go to Blue Thunder. Next up, we have the final race of round number 1, which is going to be between the Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels and Higher Education. And, oh, Higher Education rolls over. He almost hit me, but he did not, and you guys can tell from the side angle here, I really don't think we need to go to the aerial view. You guys can tell the Hot Wheels tire is like definitely ahead. So Hot Wheels is going to take the win just barely over Higher Education. All right, so here is a look at all of the trucks that unfortunately lost in round number 1. There are a lot of fast trucks here, but since they lost in the first round, they are only going to get 1 point for this event. All right, so just like that, we have made it to round number 2. There are 16 trucks remaining, and obviously if you lose in this round, you will get 2 points. So here's a great look at all of the matchups we have here for this round. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Avenger taking on Gravedigger Track Ace. Who is going to be the first person to move on to the quarterfinals? It is going to be Avenger. Next up, we have the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels taking on Max D. And it is going to go to Max D with a huge upset win over the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels. Next up, we have Prowler taking on the 2017 Monster Mutt. And it is going to go to Prowler. Next up, we have Iron Man taking on Zombie. And it is going to go to Iron Man. Next up, we have one of the most highly anticipated races of this round, probably the most highly anticipated. We have Monster Mutt Rottweiler, who is first place in the point standings coming into this event, tied with Tasmanian Devil, obviously, and Old Tool Gravedigger, who is in 5th place. So 2 of your top 5 trucks going at it here. Who is going to take the win? And it is going to be, I think, Old Tool Gravedigger. Yes, it is Old Tool Gravedigger with a huge comeback win over Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Next up, we have Megalodon. We'll see if he can win another race. He's taking on Red El Toro Loco. And he is not going to do it. I'm honestly not that surprised. I still can't believe he beat Batman, though. But Red El Toro Loco is going to take the win here. Now, this race right here, I would say, is probably the second most highly anticipated race of this round. We have the New Tool Gravedigger, who comes into this event tied for 3rd in the standings, taking on Captain's Curse, who, off the top of my head, I don't know exactly where he is in the points, but I believe he's in the top 10 for sure. He won event number 6 as well, I believe, 2 events ago, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see who's going to take the win. It is going to be Captain's Curse. Oh my goodness, another upset win. Captain's Curse eliminates the New Tool Gravedigger. Next up, we have the final race of round number 2, which is going to be between Blue Thunder and the Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels. And it is going to go to Blue Thunder. Alright, so here's a look at all of the trucks that lost in round number 2, which means that they will get 2 points for this event. And now it is time for round number 3, otherwise known as the quarterfinals. So as you guys can see right here, there are 8 trucks remaining, and here's a great look at all of the matchups. So if you lose in this round, you will get 3 points, and once we get down to the semifinals, that is when I will go over the field of trucks. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Avenger taking on Max D. All right, so who is going to be the first person to move on to the semifinals? It is going to be Avenger taking the win over Max D. Next up, we have Prowler taking on Iron Man. And, ooh, another close race. Now, this one I think is Prowler. Let's take a look from the aerial view. That is certainly really, really close. We're going to go straight down, and as you guys can see, it is Prowler. Next up, we have Old Tool Gravedigger taking on Red El Toro Loco. And it is going to go to the Old Tool Gravedigger. Next up, to close out round number 3, we have a very good race between Captain's Curse, who, like I said before, I believe won event number 6. Again, I could be wrong on that. I have to go back and look. And he is taking on Blue Thunder, who is a pretty fast truck. Back in Season 4 last year, he was actually the runner-up in the point standings. He hasn't had that good of luck this season. He's had a lot of unlucky races, but I still do think that Blue Thunder truck is pretty fast. So let's see who's going to win this very exciting race. It is going to be Captain's Curse. He gets the best of Blue Thunder, and he is going to move on. So these 4 trucks all lost in the quarterfinals, which means that they will get 3 points for this event. And now it is time for the semifinals. So here are the 4 trucks that are still remaining. And without further ado, let's go over the field of trucks. So inside of Avenger, we have Monster Jam Planet. Inside of Prowler, we have One Bad Ghoul Rhinomite 2008. Inside of the Old Tool Gravedigger, we have Monster Jam Collector 2010, and inside of Captain's Curse, we have Adam. Now, before I filmed this clip, I actually did go back and check just to confirm. Captain's Curse is the winner of event number 6 just 2 events ago, and for those of you guys that have really, really good memories, you might remember the truck that he beat was actually Prowler. This was the championship race in event number 6, and there is a chance that we could see it again here if they both win their races in the semifinals. So that is just amazing. I can't believe we possibly might have a championship race rematch. But as far as the points standings goes, Old Tool Gravedigger, like I said a couple times, comes into this event in 5th. Avenger is towards the bottom. I don't know exactly where, but he's like one of the last trucks in the points. I honestly can't believe he is still in this all the way to the semifinals. And then Captain's Curse and Prowler are both very high up there in the points. I don't know exactly what number for them either, but they are definitely up there. And if you lose in this round, you get 4 points. So even if you lose here, 4 points is still going to help you out in the point standings. So without further ado, enough yapping. We're going to kick things off with Avenger taking on Prowler. All right, so who is going to go to the championship race? Is it going to be Monster Jam Planet or One Bad Ghoul Rhinomite 2008? It is going to be Monster Jam Planet in Avenger. Congratulations, man. You are moving on to your first championship race this season. And man, oh man, as for Prowler, One Bad Ghoul Rhinomite 2008, another time this season. This is at least the 3rd time you've made it to the semifinals that unfortunately you have fallen just short. So you're going to collect 4 points for this event, and better luck in event number 9. And another thing too, with Prowler losing right there, that means we are not going to have a rematch of the championship race from event number 6. So who is going to meet Monster Jam Planet and Avenger in the championship race? Is it going to be Monster Jam Collector 2010 in the Old Tool Gravedigger or Adam in Captain's Curse? Let's find out. It is going to be the Old Tool Gravedigger driven by Monster Jam Collector 2010. It looked like Captain's Curse was going faster, but he was able to stay in front of him and block him for the win. Congratulations, man. You are moving on to the championship race. And as for Adam in Captain's Curse, you were so close to winning your 2nd event within just 3 events, but unfortunately you have fallen short in the semifinals, and you're going to collect 4 points, so better luck in event number 9 to you. All right, so these 2 trucks both lost in the semifinals, which means that they will get 4 points for this event, and now it is time for the championship race, and boy oh boy is this an interesting one. So inside of Avenger we have Monster Jam Planet, who, like I said before, coming into this event is towards the bottom of the point standings. I can't believe that he's made it this far. This could be one of the biggest upsets of the season as far as event winners goes. And then inside of the Old Tool Gravedigger, his opponent, we have Monster Jam Collector 2010. Now, I do not believe that truck has won any events this season. I'm almost certain he has not. However, he did come into into this event 5th place in the point standings and racking up either 6 points or 5 points, depending on if he wins this race, is really going to help him out in the point standings. And there's a possibility that we could be looking at a brand new points leader after this event, but we're going to have to wait and see. So like I said, the loser is going to get 6 points and the winner is going to get 5. Let's see who it's going to be. Your winner of Monster Jam Holiday Racing Season 5 Event number 8 is going to be none other than... It is going to be the Old Tool Gravedigger, driven by Monster Jam Collector 2010. Congratulations, man. You finally have won an event this season. A very well-deserved victory. You've had a great season. Coming into this event, 5th in the points is really, really good. But this win here today is going to elevate you most likely to the points lead. So congratulations, man. You have won here today, and you are going to collect 6 points. Now, as for Avenger Monster Jam Planet, you were so close after not really doing good at all this season. You made it to the championship race here today, but unfortunately you fell just short. You're going to collect 5 points, which is still really good. However, you did not get the win, and better luck in event number 9 to you. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go total up the current point standings after this event, and we're going to see where everybody sits. Alright guys, so here's a look at the updated point standings, and as you can see, today's event champion, the Old Tool Gravedigger, is your new points leader with 24 points. That is just crazy. The first time this season that Tasmanian Devil has not been the points leader, he's fallen down to 3rd. He's got 22 points, and then right in the middle of them is Monster Mutt Rottweiler with 23. So we have 24, 23, 22, and then we actually have 2 trucks at 21, which is the New Tool Gravedigger and Prowler. So that is your new top 5 right now. I can't believe that Tasmanian Devil has officially lost the points lead. Like I said, he had the lead through the first 7 events, but he hasn't been doing as well lately. He really hasn't been like super dominant since the first 2 events when he won back-to-back, but he's still very much alive for the championship, obviously. I mean, he's in 3rd place, only 2 points behind, but he's gonna have to pick it up a little bit in event number 9. There's only 2 events to go, so it would really suck for him if he ends up choking after leading the points for 7 events. But that's the top 5. As you guys can see here, Batman, Red El Toro Loco, and Captain's Curse all have 20. That is 6th, 7th, and 8th, and they're only 4 points behind the lead. Now, a lot of trucks here are still super close. I mean, the white Roll Cage Hot Wheels is only 5 points back. The 2014 Monster Mutt and the black Roll Cage Hot Wheels are only 6. Orange El Toro Loco and Zombie are only 7, and so on and so forth. But with only 2 events to go, it's really coming down to, like, only the trucks here towards the top of the standings. Now, if there were, a couple more events to go, I'd say a lot more trucks still have a pretty good opportunity to win this season. But only 2 events to go. It's still anybody's game, but I would say... more or less the top 8 for sure still have a pretty good chance. 8 trucks only separated by 4 points. You could throw in the white Roll Cage Hot Wheels, maybe the 2014 Monster Mutt or the black Roll Cage Hot Wheels, the top 11 there, because they're only separated by 6. But after that, it would be pretty tough for anybody below that to win the championship. I mean, anybody outside of the top 8 or 9 really are probably going to have to at least win one of the final 2 events and then do really good in the other one, which it's definitely not an impossible thing to happen. I mean, 2 trucks this season do have 2 victories, 2 event victories, which are Batman and Tasmanian Devil. But here's the rest of the standings. You guys can see where you're at in the point standings and, how many points you have. So just look for your truck's name. Now, a pretty good example of a truck that I really didn't expect to do anything in this event because they really haven't done anything all season, but all of a sudden did really good today is Avenger. He only had 9 points before today. Now he has 14 and technically is up to 19th place because you can see these 3 right here are tied. So definitely it's still possible to, do really good in an event and gain some points. And that's what some of those guys around like maybe 10th to 15th are going to have to do if they still want a chance to win the championship this season. But here's the bottom of the standings. Even with Megalodon finally making it out of the first round today, he still is in dead last, but he's now only 1 point behind TMNT and Pirate's Curse. We'll see if he can at least get out of that dead last position in the final 2 events. That'll be interesting to see what happens, but that is going to do it, guys, for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you guys do subscribe. We're getting closer and closer to reaching 11,000 subscribers. And then, as always, make sure to leave a like on the video, comment anything you guys want to down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next time.